Hey there, friends. I'm so glad you could join me today, once again. As you can see, winter is in full swing. It's cold. Thankfully, we have these warm leather clothes on. I hope you're feeling the Christmas mood already. I know I said that in the last video, but now we're even closer, so if you're not feeling it yet, you better start relaxing very, very soon. You better make some cookies, you better kick back with some mulled wine or hot chocolate. You better watch some relaxing Froghead ASMR videos, right? Of course, don't take my advice as the sacred and only truth. You relax how you please, but I hope you have the time and opportunity to do so. Today, we have quite the task list. Let me just dig it up real quickly. I think I have it here. This is the essentials of a woodland survivalist. The essentials of activities to do right before Christmas. As you can see, this is the Christmas Tingles Guide. First, we have to find sugarcane. Then we have to make berry jam. As you can see, we have quite a lot of these sweet forest berries, some elderberry over there, as well as, I think those are blueberries. And we might even have some blackberries in there in the kitchen, in one of the cupboards. Then we'll have to go and trade coal, clay and iron with the skunk people. Over that way, there's the bustling ravine, and next to it is the Skunkhead village where we're going to head. Actually, let me just gather those resources real quick. We might have some, and I already put all the iron ingots into my inventory that we had. Coal, I don't believe we have much. We have this 15 here, but no more to go around. So let me just take a little bit out of these furnaces so that we can trade them, and then we'll mine more later. Oh, as you can see, we have plenty in here. Let's see what else. Coal, iron, yes, clay. Now clay we'll have to dig up, and for that, of course, we'll head towards the not yet frozen part of the river / lake. But I just realized, why would we just walk around on foot when it's such a lovely snowy icy day? Let me grab a couple of planks and sticks and put something together that fits the occasion. That's a lot better. Now this sled is the courtesy of the Snowy Spirit mod. And on land, just pushing forward, it doesn't go too fast. On slopes, it accelerates. Sadly, it slows down right away when you hit level ground again. But on ice, it's actually quite fast. A little bit more difficult to stop too, but we can bring this around to get to some of the places where we're going quicker. Now, let's see if we've got some clay over here. We have, but we gotta make sure we can dive in for it, so let me break some of this ice first. Unfortunately, it seems that there's not a lot of strength in the stream of the water. It's not gonna push us away, it's not gonna make it difficult for us to find a hole where we dive. But we do have to make sure there is a hole for us to dive. So that's 16. I believe that stonemason, it's not stonemason, it's just mason villagers buy 10 clay balls for an emerald, if I recall correctly. So we'll gather plenty because I think it's a good deal. I think it's quite a profitable little business that we can conduct by selling clay balls. Let's break some more ice over here. There's plenty of clay in there, but getting to it is a little bit time consuming, so we have less time to dig it up. There we go, we've got 68 pieces, very nice. Let's collect some more. I love all these particles that are released when you mine a block, and then they all float up, or at least most of them float up, some stay there. It's not just realistic, I think it's like, I want to say it's oddly satisfying, but it's not really odd, it's just satisfying. Alright, let's go to another spot and dig up a little bit more. Oh yes, this looks great. Oops. Oh goodness, I think the water froze just as we were diving through that one block. That's strange. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before. I have a bit of trouble distinguishing sand from... oh no, never mind. I thought so. But now I'm seeing sand next to clay and it's quite evident which one's which. Okay. I think this ought to be plenty. So let's see. We gotta trade these with the skunk people. And then we have to travel to see the Northman. Call of the bells. See what I did there? So, according to legend, Carl lives, I won't say far, but some distance, hiking distance to the north. And we'll trade emeralds and jam for Christmas decorations with Carl. Then we'll come back and of course we'll fancy up our own little froghead homestead. Now there's two very important tasks at the end of the list. One is subscribe to the channel and like the video, and the 8th is have a wonderful day. That, I believe, is the most important and final task. So friends, let's make a plan. I'm feeling productive today. I have a little bit of coffee. So, I take it upon myself to complete the first 6 of these tasks, okay? I'll do all of those without a mistake, without a fault. All you have to do is subscribe and like the video. And, of course, you have to have a wonderful day. I sadly can't go and check, but if I could, I really would. So how do you like that plan, friends? Right. So now that we've started walking this way, actually, we don't have to trade any jam with the villagers, so we can do that later. We can look for sugar cane in the meantime. There's some berries over there. But we'll begin with the trading. We'll get those emeralds that we need. Let's see, there's some farmers. There's a whole bunch of villagers. Goodness, they're having a dance party. There's a leather worker. A toolsmith, lovely. So with this guy, we got 5 emeralds for all of that coal. Goodness, it's difficult to click one of you friends. And yes, very nice. Now that he's leveled up to apprentice, he also buys iron ingots, and we have a lot of those. So maybe not all of them, but let's trade some. 13 emeralds, that's already great. Let's see. The farmers want beetroot and potatoes. We don't really have those, sadly. We've been getting by a lot of berries, but not those foodstuffs. There's a cartographer. Oh goodness, there's so many villagers. Another leather worker. Wow, these skunk peeps have been multiplying. Let's see if there's a stonemason. Oh, hello. Yes, I've been looking for you, friend. I got a lot of clay for you. Some more. Let's see. Now that he's leveled up, he buys stone as well. Alright, we don't have that just yet, but we received 27 emeralds from these trades, which I think is great. Yes, I will say that's very nice. So let's head back, because I think we used up all the materials that we could. In fact, let's trade some more iron with the toolsmith. It was where was that guy? Oh goodness, now they've all dispersed. Or maybe it was... No, that's a weaponsmith. Come back, friends. Please. Yes. Okay, 30. Fair and square. Very nice. 30 emeralds to trade. I think all the Northman will appreciate that. And now we'll head back and look around for some sugarcane. Obviously it's winter time, so this is going to be quite a scarce resource. Don't think it appreciates the cold very much. You can see even the sky is so bluish, purplish. So, yeah. Oh, that's very quick. I'm just worried what happens if I... Okay. Yes, we have to be careful with that. There's no safety fences on the frozen lakes. Anyway, so I think there was some sugarcane up this... Oh yes, I think that right there is some sugarcane. Let's go grab it. And we have maybe 2, 3, 4 pieces of sugar back in the pantry. But yes, there's some more. That's excellent. And I also believe that... Okay, that's lovely. I also believe that if we use the Farmer's Delight cutting board for cutting the sugarcane pieces, we have the chance to get 1 extra piece of sugar from it. I seem to vaguely remember some more sugarcane that way, which must be... Oh goodness, I can't remember which direction that is, but on the other side of the water, on a smaller island, there was some more. Let me grab a lantern here so that we see better. That's good. And let me just fry some eggs while we're here, so that we're not too hungry for the journey. Oh, so nice and cozy and warm in here, isn't it? Fried egg 1. Let me just eat that. And fried egg 2. Thank you. Let's continue. So, well, the good thing about the frozen lake is that we can just walk on it and have a bit of an increased range of vision. Because of course if we had to walk on the shore we wouldn't necessarily see what's going on the other shore, but now we do. We say hello to our little winter bar and hot spring retreat. So it was, I think, over on this island somewhere. Perhaps it's better if we go across the water and look on this shore, or on this shoreline, maybe look a little bit inward. Because at the moment there's not much I can see, just a lot of these frozen weeds and grass and no sugarcane in sight. It definitely was next to the water. That's not sugarcane. Let's walk a little bit more. If we don't see anything, that's alright. We don't have to chase ghost sugarcanes. But oh yes, hello, there we are. Oh yes, I think that was some floating stuff that we looted, right? And but the sugarcane we didn't stop for. Oh, hello. Why are you here and what are you doing? I am very sorry, friend, I did not mean to hurt you. But see, this is an ASMR series and I have a big responsibility to relax people, so we can't really have monsters. Let's check if we've actually looted everything over there. Being careful, making sure some of those monsters don't disturb us anymore, because I saw there was another one sneaking up on us. We've got 10 pieces of sugarcane, which is nice. We'll make a lot of tasty jam out of that. Oh, there's actually some interesting stuff here. Some onions, some rope, more coal, a dark oak board. This is quite possibly something that we left behind because we did not have enough inventory space. But let's see what else. Yes, we've completely emptied these barrels. Some obsidian. Yes, why not? Could be useful at some point, right? You never know. And not much else. Just wood and... oh, that's black wool, actually. Oh, maybe some... oh, yes, it was. Maybe it was the remains of a sail from the ship. Rotten flesh. I quite honestly don't know what to do with that, so... let's go back. Because now we've got the trading done. And with the sugar that we have now, we'll make some jam. Then we're ready to find Mr. Carl. I believe last time I forgot to mention one topic when we were talking about what gets you, or us in general, anyone, in the Christmas mood. Because this year I've been hearing from a lot of my friends that they're not yet in the Christmas mood. So often I think to myself, what was it that got me into that? And of course I told you about looking through the Christmas magazine last time and some other things, but I also realized that listening to Christmas music, not just any Christmas music, but some specific ones, that's a big help as well. I think there's also a bit of a negative stereotype that is associated with Christmas music, especially if you work in retail, if you work in a big shopping mall or something like that, and you have to listen to the same playlist over and over again. Yeah, I can't say that's pleasant. But that's not what I mean. I have this one artist. His name is Josh Carols, and I think I wouldn't really know what to call his music as in genre, but it's quite simple interpretations of Christmas songs, and some that are his own works of art. And he's a Christian singer with basically a guitar, and his work is very, very good, I have to say. Very simple. He does add some more instruments and sometimes a choir even to his songs every once in a while, but most are very simple, but still they're made with such excellence that I can really recommend it. I think the album is titled The Light Came Down, so go give him a listen if you're interested. Anyway, let me throw some stuff in here that we don't need right now, and let's prepare that jam. So we've got plenty of options. As you can see, we have these sweet berries, strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, a lot of things, and of course we still have the elderberry. Actually, that might be in here as well. Oops. No, but we have elderberry out there in the garden. Now this is from the Cryptopia mod, so we'll just grab this cooking pot. Not quite sure why we still keep getting all those advancements, but we can forgive the game for this little misstep. And what we'll do is very simply just add the pot. Sugar first. Add the pot, the sugar, and the fruit. Oh, this fruit. Okay. So then that's 1 strawberry jam, 1 raspberry jam, 3 jars of blackberry jam, 1 jar of blueberry jam. That's already, oh goodness, plenty. I think Carl will be very, very pleased with this. And we can make some elderberry jams, or there was another way to make this with the cooking pot as far as I remember. But let's just make some elderberry jam. I think that's first of all simple, and second of all we don't have that yet, and it's also delicious. Absolutely wonderful. We got 4 pieces of sugar, so let's get 4 pieces of... Ah, it's not elderberry. This is also blackberry. My bad. Then we'll just make some more blackberry jam. Blackberry had the most bountiful harvest this year, it seems. Close that door. Very nice. Let me pop this in here. And we have 4 more pieces of sugar cane, so because we want to make sure that we have a good... Oh yes, it's winter. Nothing can really grow. Well, grass can, apparently. So, because we want to make sure that we have good negotiating grounds when we're bartering for Christmas decorations, let's bring a lot of jam. And let's make that out of... so that's... Oops. So this is blueberry, I think. Yes, very nice. I don't know why I came around the house. Forgive me. So we'll make this with blueberry. No, that was only... That's fine. let's leave one little pile of sugar there. Let's put this back here. And the seeds we don't need right now, but we've got 11, 12, 13 jars of jam and 30 emeralds. So that's plenty. And now, according to the guide to Christmas jingles, we can go travel to see the Northman call of the bells. That's going to be the next big project. Let me go right now. Let's do this. So, the only thing I really know is that he lives north. I think he's a Northman, meaning he came from much, much further north. Even further than this spruce tree, pine tree, and snow-covered region. And he brings some goods that we don't have, but that are native to his home. I'm not sure how realistic it is, I'm not sure how much of a fantasy stuff it is, but he brings some goods like that. And that's why we're going to him for Christmas decorations. Of course, anything else that might be interesting for us on the way, we'll gather that too. So let's go north and keep an eye out for any signs of civilization. I'm not sure what kind of circumstances he lives in. Well, there's something shimmering in the water. I believe it's a reflection. But it might just be the way my own lantern's light is reflected. Yes, there's nothing that way. This actually reminds me of one of the songs of Josh Carroll's. Oh, so much sugarcane. Let's grab those. I'm not sponsored by him or anything, but I think this is the third year that I return to his songs around Christmas time. So I'll gladly recommend anything that I love for free. No need for a sponsorship. And I believe that song is titled Holy Night, something like that. But it's not the Holy Night song. Actually, it's a good question what it's titled. I don't know. I just listened to the song and never checked what it's called. But it goes, at least one verse of it goes, say good night, journey home, through the leafless woods alone. Silence in the snow is like a dream. That's how it goes. And I don't dare to butcher his work any further than that. But yeah, well, it's on YouTube. You're welcome to give it a listen. Okay, gotta be careful not to fall in there. Now, where might Carl live? Hello, crab friend. Let's stay on this island. Let's not cross any waters yet and see if we see anything. But let's go as far north as possible. I believe this is north, actually. Yes. Yes, my friends, we are in luck. That was actually quite simple. I really thought I'd be walking around much more trying to find it, but this definitely looks like someone who's got some Christmas decorations. So let's have a look and appreciate this wonderful little dwelling of the Northman. First of all, he's got some cute reindeers. Don't see a sled, so maybe he just rides them with a saddle. Then there's a wonderful house. Oh, there's Carl himself. I think I see him. And it's all decorated in these wonderful little garlands and light strings, and some of these woolen covers, these hedges and greenery below the windows is also adorned with lights. Oh, that looks wonderful. And he's got a bunch of yellow and red lanterns. They look like oil lanterns. Beautiful wreath above the door, very welcoming to the visitor. Hey there, friend. Are you? Yes, okay. That's a question quickly answered. The game itself tells us. So let's see. It's a wonderful little shop. He's got a Christmas tree. He's got some rules and possibly prices on there. An interesting piece of decoration. Perhaps a painting from his homeland. Quite likely relating to the reindeer. Then he's got some beautiful garland-like strings and strips of spruce and pine branches tied together to beautify some of the beams supporting the house. Another piece of lovely lighting. And then he's got, of course, his counter with some more rules and prices. Bit of marketing. He's got some skills, of course, like any proper merchant. A cookie jar, interestingly. I guess he does get a bit hungry on his job. We've got a chest above which a sign says pay what you want. We'll check that out soon. And then there's a build your own chest. I wonder what's in there. Wonderful curtains and a lot of goods and Christmas presents and everything that the people of this land could ask for. I see over there some pots and cups and plates and books, as well as maybe some potions or maybe food. Lots of drawers and wardrobes and cupboards behind him as well, even a teddy bear. Carl, I hope you don't mind if I walk upstairs because I'm just so enamored by your wonderful little house. This is where he lives, apparently. Some more of everything, really. Bookshelves and cups and pots. Some very simple but still harmoniously colored banner decorations. Some curtains on the windows that are positioned a bit differently on this level. Wonderful little starlight lantern outside. He's got a smaller, less decorated but still beautiful wreath. He has his bed, some stacked up books next to it, some candles, I suppose a cup. And over here, oh my friends, this might be my favorite spot. It's difficult to bring the camera in a way that makes everything visible, but as you can see, the view from here is incredible through these wonderful stained and patterned pieces of glass. It looks like he's got some plants in here that wouldn't like the cold outside, so maybe for the winter they're in here, or maybe these are also for sale, hanging from the roof, standing on the ground or on the wall. And he's got a bit of a cozy moment in here sometimes, apparently, because he has a teapot and a couch. Friends, if this was real life, I would be writing invitations to you all right now to come here and let's chill together with Carl. Now, when it comes to Carl, let's see what he sells. So we can pay 2 emeralds for a piece of ginger. Now this is nice because I did want to make some gingerbread cookies. We can pay 3 pieces for a snow globe. Then he's selling a bunch of glow light strings in white and yellow colors. I believe that's this. We'd be able to place those on leaf blocks. And some snowflake lights or lanterns, so possibly maybe similar to these yellow stars, just a little bit different design and in white color. So that's for that's his sales or trades, my bad. And then in the build your own chest we have light strings, and apparently you can combine this with a bunch of different colors if you wish. That's very nice. I think we'll get some of those. And in the pay what you want chest, oh great, so he's got the entire Christmas tree in here as well. He's got some of these spruce branch decorations, the wreath that we saw from the outside, the star lanterns, and some spruce saplings. So this is absolutely wonderful. I think we came on a good day. It looks like he still has a lot in stock. Let's get some ginger, that's for certain. Let's get a bunch of these glow lights. Let's get 3 snowflake lanterns. Just going to grab a bite real quickly because we've gotten hungry and running through the snowy forest in the night like a wolf. So, in the build your own chest, let's take 2 light strings, and I want to... let's use red and yellow. Yeah, I said red when I grabbed the yellow one and vice versa, but you know what I meant. And so we're taking 2, let's pay him 4 emeralds for that. And if we combine this like that, it becomes, as you can see, yellow and red string lights. Wonderful. And right here in the pay what you want chest, well, a Christmas tree will need, absolutely certainly. A wreath doesn't hurt. Let's start paying him so that we have some more space in the inventory. But Carl, I hope you don't mind. I got you some emeralds, but of course I got you some wonderful handmade gems that are from around the area. So that's the people of Skunkhead Village and me giving you what we have to offer, made with the secret, not so secret ingredient of love. So let's pay him 5 emeralds here maybe, and let's give him all the jam that he could need for a year. And so let's take this decoration, let's take some spruce saplings and the lights as well, and he's got 5 emeralds there, a bunch of jam. He's got 4 more emeralds, and of course all the stuff that we paid him directly. So I think that was both a fair trade and great business for everybody. Carl, it's been an absolute pleasure to visit your shop. Thank you so much. Possibly see you next year, right? Take care. Let us travel back. Let's see if we can maybe use these vast plains of ice to make it back a bit quicker. They might be ever so slightly complicated to navigate, because of course not everywhere it is frozen. don't need that lantern anymore. But nonetheless, it's quite easy to find our way back to the Froghead homestead. It's a bit less than half a kilometer now. Oh, some more sugarcane that we missed on the way here. Excellent. We can make a lot more jam, actually. Well, if we ever need to visit Carl again, we can bring him some more stuff. We'll be able to ask him which one his favorite was and make more of that type. That reminds me, just today I didn't make the cookies today, but today I gifted one of my favorite baristas in one of the cafes that I like to frequent. She's an older lady and she's very, very kind to me, both when I go there for coffee and when I do some charity projects. So I made some lemon and vanilla cookies, and then I glazed them with white chocolate, and I put either an almond or a piece of cherry, of cocktail cherry, on top. And this is, I believe, the third generation, so to speak, of these cookies that I make. And by now I have perfected the flour structure, because I do it a little bit differently than what the recipe says, and I used a third almond flour, just ground down the almonds basically, a third, coconut flour, and a third normal wheat flour. And this gives the best texture to the final product, as well as it's the easiest to work with. Let me place the sled here. So it's quite easy to work with. It sticks together quite quickly and it doesn't stick too badly to my hands. So that's the perfect combination. Now, my good friends, we have all the decorations that we could ask for. So all that's left is to place them down around the area. I hope you're ready for some more decorating. It's not all we do on this channel, but it's a major part. Let's see, what do we start with? Let's start with the greenery. So we got some spruce saplings as well. And I can make some flower pots. Got one brick. That's actually enough right now. We'll see how many spots we've got for spruce saplings. But maybe one we can already place just next to our bed. Why not? So out here it's going to be, this is quite plain, this facade of the house. So this definitely deserves some love. But I'm thinking a light string would be the best here. The tower and the guest house, it's not so plain, it looks beautiful. We got some light strings at the top. But some greenery wouldn't hurt, I say. And on that note, actually, why don't I just place completely normal, non-renamed spruce branches and leaves? Maybe, well, I won't say instead of those, but yeah, something like that. Just a bit of extra winter-like greenery here. Does that take off? No, it doesn't conflict with the item frames. That's great. Let me fetch a couple more of these branches, Gonna make sure not to hurt one tree too much. Just trim a couple of them a little bit. That's 19 more pieces. Very nice. And maybe here as well, next to the chimney. That's fine. What about another side? What about here? Or maybe... This is not bad either. That looks alright. It's not as fluffy because the current texture pack is... It's actually a wintry variation of the vanilla Minecraft textures, but this doesn't support the fluffiness, I think. So, that's okay. We don't necessarily mind that, it still looks nice. Now let's find some... Oh yes, we have the wreath. And of course we need the item frames. As always. For decoration. Okay, so let's place this above the door. And what I love about this item is that even though there's this 3D protrusion, it still shows up pretty nicely. So now our home is equally welcoming. Equally, yeah, well, it's just as welcoming as the Northman's house. Let's see. We don't have another wreath, but we can place these wonderful spruce branch decorations. Let's turn them around a little bit so that it's as if, you know, they're twisting and turning and all sorts of rotations and patterns. Yes, that's very nice, I love it. Let's put some more here. Using both this yellow variety with possibly some tiny pine cones on it, it looks like. Oops. Ay, ay, ay. What am I doing? No. So item frame goes there. There we go. Okay. Yes. Let's make sure we've got enough for when we head inside. Because we definitely want to give this room a little extra Christmas feel, right? Why wouldn't we? Now, can I place them on half-covered blocks? I can't. Okay, then we'll place them here. There was one there already. So that goes there, goes there, goes there, goes there. That's nice. We don't even need to rotate these. And let's do the same thing here. You know, this is a guest house. We have to make sure whoever comes here feels very welcome. Okay. No, yes, the spruce saplings need pots to be placed. Can't place those as they are. Let's see, where do we put the big Christmas tree? I think it has a perfect spot. Even in here. It's not like we come through here too much. So this is great. I like it. What else have we got? Yes, the lights. Okay. Let me make some more inventory space. Okay. Let's find a home for this one little spruce leaf block. maybe there. And yes, why not? Let's just make. We need more item frames, but let's just place some more of these branches everywhere. We might possibly go and get more from Carl, actually. Some more over there. Just to make sure that whoever comes around feels the proper mood. Feels like they're having Christmas like they've never had before. How can I forget about you, friends? You need some Christmas mood, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Excellent. So, you will get it here. I don't know if those are some berries. I hope they're not poisonous. If they're not, you can pick them off and eat them. Alright. Now we've just got the lights left. But it's not night yet, so I'd rather wait until it's dark and those lights show up the absolute best way. Until then, let's make some gingerbread. Gingerbread is quite simple to make. We need the ginger and we need the bread. So, let's go get some wheat. Fortunately, the crops that we planted in the fall have brought a plentiful harvest. So we have plenty to go around. That's already 35 pieces, which is very nice, but since we're here, let's pick it all up. Let's leave the seeds in the ground throughout the winter so that they can rest and gather their strength for the spring when they will sprout and grow. Let's add the seeds to composter, or the extra seeds that we've got. Get some bone meal, which we will need for another reason. There's some more there. Very nice. We will quickly turn this into white dye. Oh, there's some more seeds. Goodness, so much. Let's add these real quickly as well. I'm clicking as fast as I can. Lightning hands. So, white dye. And so gingerbread, if I remember the recipe correctly, it's ginger and wheat. And then you get a gingerbread block. So we get 6 pieces from those 3 pieces of ginger. And we need some sugar that thankfully we have a lot of right now. Maybe let's make some more. And from the sugar and the white dye we'll make some gumdrops. Or, well, in this case, since we're making gingerbread cookies, we could consider this some sugar glazing, right? And the gingerbread blocks and the gumdrops make some wonderful gingerbread cookies, which are funny because every time you click on them you get a different appearance. So you can see we've got some pine tree, Christmas tree shapes. We got some little puppet shapes, little mini Christmas gingerbread man. And we've got stars as well. So that's enough for now, I would believe. 16. We're not hungry yet, so let's not grab a bite, but soon enough we will. In the meantime, it's gotten dark. So, let's very quickly add some of these lights that we have right now. So this, oops, I will need to re-add these leaves because I think the dynamic trees mod prevents me from putting these light strings just to any block. But if we take off the leaf block and re-add it onto the tree, then we can add the light strings, strangely enough. It would be funny in real life decorating a tree by taking off the branches, decorating the branches, then grafting them back into the tree. Anyway, let's add this to some more leaf blocks around here. Not everything, it doesn't need to be a continuous string, but just here and there, you know? So that it looks like maybe somewhere the thick leaves, the thick branches hide the strings, the light strings. Maybe in other places, I don't know, the light string is not even working well or something. But that's beautiful, I already like it. We've got 5 more pieces, so... Oh yes, we've got some trees right here, so we can add some over there. Let's see, another one maybe there. Perfect. And we have some of these leaf blocks which we can also decorate, why not? Let's add some there. And let's add one more here. Okay, there is plenty of light. We don't want to be causing too much light pollutions. You can see so many beautiful stars from here. Let's not ruin that view. And then you got these light strings. Exciting. So this, the log cabin itself could use some light strings. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. I got caught up in those thorns. Let's have a gingerbread cookie to ease our pain. That's another one. Another one. That's how it goes in real life as well, isn't it? Just one more, just the last one. I've been having such difficulty stopping myself from eating some of these pre-Christmas treats and some of the cookies that I myself have been making. I really gotta work out more, otherwise they will show. So, maybe we can add this there and then connect this with this. Oh, that is wonderful. Very nice. And maybe we can add... Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Maybe we can add the other. We can put it onto the tower somehow. Or put this there and maybe connect that to a tree. Maybe over here if I can place a fence there. Alright, that is excellent. I like it. Yeah, and unfortunately if you don't see the origin points, you don't see anything. Or at least sometimes it can do that. But I quite like it. So there's some light strings, there's some light strings. There's a lot of light here. This honestly feels like just, I don't know, walking into the home of Santa Claus himself. Right, and then we have some snowflake lights and yellow star lights. Let's hang one inside. This room could use some lightening up. Let's hang it there and there. Let's hang a snowflake light. Maybe over here in the corner. Let's hang a couple more outside. Okay, way too much light over here. Don't need to be adding more. What about the lake facing side? Yeah, this could use that and that. That's excellent. Let's walk around. Add some more decoration to the tower as well. There we go. How about something on there? And one more possibly. Let's see. Yeah, that's already quite rich. Lots of details. So don't want to be adding too much. So let's just add, well, I can't really climb up there, but that's fine. Let's just add it there. And of course, I have to admit that we didn't decorate the entirety of the guest house inside and the top of the tower either, but please forgive me for that. But I think we used everything really that we had. Yes, friends. I think the highlight of our efforts today is this area. So that is absolutely wonderful. I'm just going to make some cinematic shots of the final results today. But with this, we're reaching around an hour of the video, so I sincerely thank you for taking the time to pop in and join me on this little quest that we had today. I hope you don't forget about your tasks in it. So just give me a subscription, give me a like if you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, not just otherwise, but also have a wonderful holiday period. Spend some quality time with those who are important to you. I hope you can really relax and recharge and indulge a little bit, right, in some quality food with maybe some alcohol for those who like it. I got a lot of alcoholic presents today, all sorts of liquors and even a flavored moonshine bottle for some of my family members. So maybe some good drinks, some good food, lots of rest, maybe some nice outdoor activities, ice skating if your weather allows it, or just walking around in some good company, going for a hike, or just seeing a Christmas market. I hope you get the chance to do whatever you want and really enjoy this holiday. Thank you once again for joining me, and take care. Goodbye.